Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, and freaks of nature of all ages. My name is Reverend Brian Bad Hippie Jackson, and welcome to my channel. Okay, for those of you who saw my posts on Twitter and Facebook last week, you will know that I publicly announced that I am going to be retiring my YouTube channel. Not deleting, just retiring. Now, there are two primary reasons for this. The second and least important reason is that if sometime in the future I decide that I want to start creating content again, I will be able to do so simply by picking my channel back up, and I won't have to make a new channel and new emails and all that kind of stuff. I can just start doing it. My channel is already there. That will probably not happen. The only thing I can think of that would make that happen is if I have enough public demand to start doing it again. And that public demand is going to have to far exceed the 5 or 6 people that right now really don't want to see me go. Because quite honestly, what I've been doing is just not worth the time and the effort anymore. So if the public demand exists, then I will consider restarting my channel. If that public demand does not exist, which it probably won't, then my channel will simply be retired. The second and most important reason, or I should say the first and most important reason that I'm going to retire and not delete is because there are that handful of 5 or 6 or 7 people that just really don't want to see me go. And they have this tendency to want to come back to my channel and watch their favorite series again. And I don't want to take away their ability to do that. If they want to come back and continue to watch their favorite videos that I've made, then I want them to be able to come back and watch their favorite videos that I've made. So that's why I've decided to retire instead of delete. Now, the reason I've decided to retire as a whole is, once again, it's simply not worth the time and effort anymore. My subscriber rate consistently keeps dropping, and it's really weird how that works because there's been a few times over the last 2 to 3 years where I've had to take an extended hiatus, for lack of a better term, due to life just being life. At one point in time, I had 252 subscribers. In 5 years, that's the most subscribers I've ever been able to get, was 252. I have been over 10,000 views 3 times. And every time I get over 10,000 views, YouTube adjusts my view count, and I go right back down under 10,000. I don't know why that is. I can't accuse them of intentionally trying to prevent me from being monetized, as 10,000 views is one of the requirements for monetization. But the other requirement for monetization is 1,000 subs. And I'm more than 750 away from that. In fact, I'm closer to 800 away from that. So adjusting my view count, I just don't understand why that always happens. I can't claim any conspiracy because I can't prove it, and I really don't think it exists. It's just something that happens. I don't know why. Anyways, over the past few years, every time I take a hiatus, my subscriber rate stays steady at what it was when I found myself in a situation when I couldn't record and when I couldn't post videos. As soon as I come back and start posting new videos, my subscriber rate drops every time. I don't know why. I really don't. I can't put a finger on what's causing that kind of trend. The last time it happened, when I took my last hiatus before I came back and started doing my homesteading videos and started recording the Hellbound and Redeemer series, I had 211 subscribers. I now have 207. So that's like 4 subscribers I lost by coming back and posting new content. It's supposed to work the exact opposite. People are supposed to drop off your subscriber rate when you're not posting anything new for them to watch. But it doesn't happen that way with my channel, and I simply cannot explain it. The other reason is I just don't get the view count on the videos. And I've never expected a large view count on my videos, but the last video I posted, which was, I believe, number 5 in the Redeemer series, I've got 1 view. It's been up for over a month and I have 1 view. And that view was me when I watched it to make sure that it uploaded properly. So it makes no sense for me to continue to make videos when nobody watches them, when the only person that watches it is me. There's also the fact that every time I try to do something that has copyrighted material in it, and I always do that under the terms of fair use. It's either a movie review or a guitar tutorial on how to play a certain song. Um, every time I do that, even with a free use disclaimer, I get copyright claimed, and YouTube will not help me in that. So I just deleted all those. I mean, they weren't getting views anyways, and I had a copyright claim that I shouldn't have had because of free use, but you know, it happens. So those are the reasons that I'm retiring the channel. Am I mad about it? No, not in the least. Disappointed? Yes. Mad? No. Many years ago, when my children were still small and I wasn't exactly right in the melon, I found this self-help book down at the local metaphysical store on Main Street. It's a book by Sherry Huber, that's Sherry with a C, and the book is called There Is Nothing Wrong with You. Now, just on a personal note, if you're looking for a good self-help book to help you get your mind in a better place, I highly, highly, highly recommend that book. It is a fantastic book. And there's one line in that book that really stood out to me. The first time I read it, it almost blew my mind. And I read it over and over and over again. I memorized it. And over the years, that singular line from that book has helped me through so many hardships, it's not even funny. And the line goes like this: life is no one's fault. It just is. We just are. And it's okay. And I believe that. That's helped me so much. So I'm not mad about not having a successful channel. Some people do, some people don't. But it's no one's fault. It's just life. It just is. That's the way it is. So, what do I intend to do next? Homestead. For more than 30 years, I have been absolutely disgusted with civilization, with civilized society, because it's anything but civilized. The violence just continues to grow, and it's not just violence, it's random violence. But the violence continues to grow. The number of ways that you can be hurt or killed in a civilized society, people don't care about one another anymore. And I'm not talking about every single human being. Of course, there are individuals that are not included in this. Yes, there are individuals that are intelligent, that are caring, that are compassionate, that are loving, that are understanding, but the human species as a whole is not. The human species as a whole just does not give a shit anymore. Government doesn't care about you. Organized religion does not care about you. They care about maintaining their power base and their control base. And that's the only thing that's important to them. You are inconsequential. All you are is another tool for them to maintain their power. That's it. And I despise that system. I have wanted to get out of the civilized society for 30 plus years. The reason I haven't done it before was because I had children. I was divorced, it was joint custody, and I could not leave my kids without a father. So I put my dream on the back burner to be the father that my children needed me to be. But now my children are grown adults. They have their own lives. They make their own decisions for their own lives. And it's time for me to pull my dream off of the back burner and put it right back on the front. So what's going to happen within the next couple of weeks is I'm going to set up my Amazon wish list, which will contain the rest of the gear and supplies and stock that I need to be able to successfully build a homestead when I find my land, and I'm going to start looking for that land. Now, I don't need huge acreage. All I need is about 2 to 5 acres that borders BLM or national forest. Now, this is BLM as in Bureau of Land Management. It is federal public land, and it is 100% legal to hunt, fish, and forage public land for the purposes of sustenance, for homesteading. So that's what I want to find. I want to find a patch of land about 2 to 5 acres that borders BLM or national forest. Some states require a sustenance permit, some states do not. It just depends on where I go, and live as naturally as humanly possible. Build my homestead and live in harmony, peacefully, free with nature. That's my dream. That's what I want to do. And from this point on, that is going to be my primary focus. All right. So that's the deal. That's the lowdown. That's what I got going on. Now, before I leave, I would like to thank very much a certain group of people. I'm probably going to miss a name or two here because it's all coming off the top of my head. I don't have a written list. But those people who have always been not just supportive, but extra supportive, the really special ones. One of the most important of all is my good dear friend Seth Babel. The camper I live in right now is Seth's camper. He doesn't charge me rent. And that's part of my problem. I feel like I'm becoming a burden. Even though Seth's going to tell me I'm not, that's still the way I feel. And I need to get out from under his heels. Seth's never going to kick me out, but I can't take advantage of him and just stay indefinitely. That would not be right action. That would be wrong. So, but Seth, thank you for being the wonderful, fantastic, fuzzy friend that you are. I love you like a brother. You are an incredible human being. You are a wonderful, honest, and honorable man. And it has been one of the greatest honors of my life to be able to call you friend. Thank you. The other people I would really like to thank, specifically in my internet circles and gaming circles: Eric, the Azermain; Bill, Chartier67; Lucas, Bronx, New York; Yutzman Gaming; Red Monkey; The Swamp Donkey; English Bull; Dan Cam Main; Heemscast Gaming; Chuck from Two Gaming Dudes; and a very, here we got one more, Pam from Valeria's Corner. And a very special thank you to Stephanie, Purple Torch Gaming. You are a wonderful human being, ma'am. You are a fantastic friend. Thank you all for all of the support you've given. Thank you all for being wonderful friends. I have no intention of losing contact with you. I'm simply not going to be making YouTube videos anymore. So, I'm going to leave with one other thing. This is the point in time where I usually say, please don't forget to check the links in the description below for the Disabled American Veterans and the Wounded Warriors Project. That stands. But I want you to remember a number: 23. Okay? Write it down if you have to. 23. Because 23 is the number of American men and women, veteran service members, men and women, that we lose every single day to suicide. 23 American veterans commit suicide on a daily basis. That cannot continue to happen. So please, check the links in the description below for the Disabled American Veterans and the Wounded Warriors Project. Please support our veterans, and let's make that 23 a 0. Thank you very much for watching. I love and appreciate every one of you. If you want to leave a like, leave a like. If you want to leave a comment, it is still always welcome, good, bad, or somewhere in between. This is Brian, Reverend Brian Bad Hippie Jackson, signing off. Peace, love, clean underwear, happy gaming, and may the essence bless your choices.